Hey all. Where were we? And what are we doing? I don't know, and I don't know. But it seems, it would appear that, well, just from, I posted that, ask no questions, and of course,
but we have questions.
Everybody has questions. So one thing I'm going to do is answer some of those questions, but the other thing I'm going to do is all the things that annoy people about my videos: wandering, meandering, going off topic, strumming as I speak, all of those things. So this is our greatest hits. So with the help of the lovely Mrs. James, she's going to hopefully solve the riddle of what we're doing. Go.
Question 1.
Question 1.
Where have you been?
Where have I been? I haven't gone anywhere. Where I've always been. Yeah, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't die. None of that. One day spontaneously, and it really is like this. It wasn't like building up to something or anything like that. One day spontaneously I said, you know what? That feels like work, and I don't like work, and I'm not going to do work. I didn't want to do it. So I stopped, and it was awesome.
And just as spontaneously.
Just as spontaneously.
You decided.
There literally is no plan or no theme or goal or anything like that. It was 3 days ago. This never would have occurred to me to start, to post a video again. So on a whim, I decided to do that. Now, there is a sort of a thinking behind it, though, in this sense, that with the universe collapsing around us, I think, part of the thing about having a channel is, especially through an instrument and talking about music, but even just, I don't know, connecting with people, like through social media, which I hate. I hate social media, by the way. But anyway, you get to where the things that go on in life, we need distractions from that. So I kind of felt like, well, at least the channel is a few minutes of distraction for people. But I was thinking about it the other day, just when I decided. I realized it's also a distraction for me too, to do this. So I don't know what the channel is going to be. It won't be like it was last time. It certainly is not going to be that kind of volume. Because I don't want this to feel like a job or like work. This whole thing is a lark. It's not a money thing. It's not any of that. It was just to play and talk about music. So we'll play and we'll talk about music, but we'll also talk about some other stuff. No politics, by the way. I wouldn't be able to talk about politics because I don't even watch the news, so I have no idea what's going on, except that it's all bad. So we'll see what happens with this. I have no idea. Again, there's no plan. I haven't thought this out. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm just posting something. So, next question.
I think you kind of answered the next, which was, why did you start back up? So we'll go to the next question, which is, what has happened in your life since we last saw you?
What has happened? Nothing. I sat right here. For one, the most important thing, in my mind, this is the most important thing. You probably remember our dogs, Sid and Nancy. They were sort of blonde,
they were
little
lab, husky,
but also
mix.
some corgi, because they were only 30 pounds. They were small, like a miniature yellow lab, like a little dingo. And they were great, opposite personalities. Loved them with everything. But they got old, and they're both gone. And now we have in their place right here. You can't see her, but she's sitting right there. Her name's Quincy. The best dog in the universe, I have to say. She is fantastic. She loves people, loves dogs, and pretty much hates everything else, I would say. Any other living critter she's not a fan of.
She hates cats. She hates bugs.
Yeah, bugs.
Especially flying bugs.
Anything that flies in front of her. A fly, a horsefly, a mosquito.
If you have a fly in the house, she will destroy it for you.
Yeah.
No need to worry about that.
Which is awesome. Yeah. So what was the question again? What's happened in my life?
What's your,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
what's
oh!
happening?
The other thing is, you probably remember this was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. I had that big surgery. It was big, and, so that was a big thing. And then I stopped the channel. But you know, when you have a surgery like that, you know, I had my colonoscopy. Get yours if you're of a certain age, and had that surgery and got past that. But once you have that, you know, it's always nipping at your heels, waiting for a chance, and it did. But that was well after I stopped the channel. That was only like a little over a year ago, I guess. Yeah. So it came back and had to do more stuff, which sucks, and still kind of recovering it from it probably. But again, I will say, if you're old enough to remember when John Lennon was alive, ask your doctor if you need a colonoscopy. It has saved my life twice now. But that was a big thing. That was huge. That was one of the top 3 life events of my life,
Yes.
a little over a year ago. But past that.
And look
So
at you
good.
now.
And healthy and hale. Hale and hearty? Hearty and hale?
Hardy and Hale.
I don't know. I'm hailing something.
What's the status of the guitar collection?
The status of the guitar collection. We'll get into that in, I don't know, in the next few weeks, I guess, sometime. But I think you'll be surprised at some of the things that have gone. Because there have been there have been things, man, I had a White Falcon, a Gretsch White Falcon, fantastic guitar. So things have even come and gone.
It's always a revolving door. Revolving door of guitars.
It's a living collection. And there was a point, gosh, even less than a year ago, it was threatening to become a collection of Les Pauls and a handful of acoustic guitars, because I was up to 9 Les Pauls. Still at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, still at 7 or 8, but we're downsizing some of that. You'll see some good ones that have come, and I think you'll be surprised again at some of the things that have gone.
I
But
think,
it'll be fun.
and this next one, I think you already answered a little bit, but are you going to resume the channel like you did before?
No, not like I did before. Again, I don't know what the channel. I don't know. I haven't thought about this at all. This is all very spontaneous.
So you're saying you don't have a plan?
Zero plan. Not even don't I have a plan. I don't have a thought. So so I have no idea. We'll see. Maybe it'll just be tap dancing. That's another thing that happened in my
That'd be
life
fun.
since the last I took up tap dancing.
Nice.
That's not. I'm
That's
not
not.
mocking people who do tap dancing. I love watching tap dancing.
It's impressive.
It's just not for me. Go.
Next question. What are you listening to these days?
I listen to my wife.
Besides me telling you what to do.
That's always a good policy. I listen to a lot of gypsy jazz, even though I don't play that style and don't even understand that style. But I enjoy it. Listen to that. In terms of guitar players, there's a guy on, you'll find him on YouTube, his name's Matthew Scott. I think is one of the best players I've heard come along in a long time. I like Josh Turner. He's got a great channel. J.D. Simo, S-I-M-O, look him up on YouTube. Probably the best, at least rock electric player alive today. But I gotta confess, I don't listen to a lot of new music, because I'm really, there's not a lot of guitar in new music, it doesn't seem like, at least pop music. And rock is kind of gone as a new creative force. So I listen to my Beatles, my Stones, my Who. There's always stuff there that, even if I've heard it 1,000 times, I'm reminded, oh yeah, I love that. I love the White Album. Let's get that on. So yeah, listening to a lot of the same stuff, but trying with fresh ears as I get ancient. Go, next question.
Next. If you had $1,000 to spend on an acoustic guitar, what would you buy?
$1,000 on an acoustic guitar. Now, this, that's an F50R, a Guild F50R.
She's beautiful.
She is. I love this guitar. But this is a Merc Music Instrument Reclamation Corporation, I think is the name of it. And they buy up like factory seconds and things like that. This one was from the Guild factory. I think that's the one up in Tacoma. When that closed, Merc bought up, or when it moved, Merc bought up the inventory that was sort of I think that's why this doesn't have a pickguard, because I've never seen one that doesn't have a pickguard in it. It's fantastic without a pickguard. But they buy up seconds and demos and things that need either finishing or repairs or have a blemish or something that the Guild wouldn't sell, or Fender wouldn't sell, or Gibson wouldn't. I don't know if Gibson is part of Merc, but the others are. And so this, because it's a Merc, it doesn't have a factory warranty. No warranty on this. So this, you could get a Merc Guild. That's like a $4,000 Guild Jumbo. And you can get this for less than $1,000. But realistically, I would look for a Guild. Ideally American made, but I haven't played any of their imports, so I don't know. But the American made Guilds are fantastic. So I'd probably look for a used D40 or D50 Guild. I don't think you could get into a D55 or an F50 for that price, but I'd look for a used Guild. That's just what I would do.
You're a Guild.
Take it or leave it.
You're a Guild guy now.
I'm a Guild guy, absolutely. It's the best guitar, the high-end Guilds, U.S. made, best guitar acoustic you can buy, in my opinion.
Similar question. If you had $1,000 to spend on an electric guitar, what would you buy?
On an electric guitar, I would buy. I would do it a little differently. $1,000. If I didn't have a Strat, I'd buy a Strat, a used Strat. $500, $600. Even you could even get a Mexican one cheaper than that. I'm sure you could get a U.S. made Strat for $600, $600. But you don't need a U.S. made one, in my opinion. I would buy a Mexican made Player Series, 3-4 years old, for $500. I'd probably get them cheaper than that. Then I would buy a Gibson Les Paul, probably. And then I would spend $200 buying a case for each of them to get to $1,000. So I'd have two. I'd have a Strat, I'd have a fake Les Paul, and I'd get a couple of cases. That's probably what I would do.
So you're a Gibson guy too.
I don't know that I'm a Gibson guy, but I see I understand why. I understand the whole Gibson thing. Absolutely, yeah, I get it. And I gotta confess, there is a ethical, moral, even legal, I guess, argument to be made on the Gibson issue, but it's like, if you ever seen that movie Hot Tub Time Machine, at the end the guy says, that guy, what's his name, Cordray? He stole that movie. Everything he does is hilarious.
That movie's way better than it had any right to be.
Oh, fantastic movie. But anyway, the guy at the end, he says, was it wrong for me to use my knowledge of the future for my own financial gain? Yeah, maybe. But do I give a squirt? Yeah, that's the question. And for me, it's the same thing. It may be wrong, the whole
You also
counterfeit
drembled on the back of all of the ones fake.
Yeah, if you make sure that nobody will know.
Just so no one in the future.
So, yeah, I don't know. I can't muster up the moral outrage about buying a counterfeit guitar. I know that there's valid reasons why that's wrong. I get it. I can't bring myself to care about it. So I don't care. I can't solve the world trade problems and the problem of counterfeit merchandise. I'm powerless to solve it. Okay? I'm just some dude looking for guitars. That's
fan.
it. I know. What can I do? So we'll talk more about Gibsons and all of that stuff in the future. But for now, just gonna feel our way forward and see what we want to do. But again, it's not gonna be like the old channel. Because
there's no more questions, but I have a question. Are you going to upload as many videos as you have in the past?
Just
like
the
at the
quantity?
Same, yeah.
No way. No. No way.
And the frequency.
I'm too old for that. Well, plus the other thing is, I don't know, that gets to be like work. Because if I hate work. I don't want to work. I have the whole idea of it. It's playing guitar after all. It's not working guitar. So I don't want to. If it feels like it's work, I'm just not gonna post anything that day or that week or whatever it is. But if something feels like it might be fun. See, I'll do a video like this where I just do this. Right, for 10 minutes.
A lullaby.
It's ASMR.
It'll be a lullaby channel.
It's going to be the James ASMR lullaby channel. That's it. You just hit on it.
That's it.
I knew as we talked it through, we'd stumble onto the gimmick.
It came to us.
That's the gimmick. So at any rate, hello, and we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. It'll be interesting to see how this takes shape. Mm-hmm. And what it becomes. So, in the meantime, on 3, 1, 2, 3. Good luck.